Okay, so to start a third video for the absolute value review. We're going to try to get through 8 through 15 on this video. So let's go ahead and get started. This one right here, on number 8, absolute value part's already by itself, so I can go ahead and split it. I have x minus 4 is equal to 8, and then I have x minus 4 is equal to negative 8. Only one step here, so we have x is equal to 12, add 4 to both sides, and this one right here we add again, so we get x is equal to negative 4. Go ahead and box our solution there. Look at the next one. Next one we have absolute value by itself again. We don't have to do anything because it's already isolated over here. Split it up. Negative 2p is equal to 16. Negative 2p is equal to negative 16. We're going to just divide by negative 2. 16 divided by negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 16 divided by negative 2 is 8. So my solution is negative 8 and 8. Then we have the next one. This one's real similar to the first one. I'm actually going to skip that, save a little bit of time. Here we go, number 11. Even though it's real similar to the first two we did, it has both those same steps, just the two-step whenever we separate it. Isolate it on one side, so we just go ahead. 4k plus 3 is equal to 7. And then the other side, 4k plus 3 is equal to negative 7. On both sides, we're going to subtract 3. So we have 4k is equal to 4, and 4k is equal to minus 3, 10. Divide by 4, so k here is equal to 1. And over here, when I get 10 divided by 4, that's a fraction, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to simplify that to be 5 over 2. Whenever you put this in the calculator, do alpha y equals, so 10 over 4, and it'll get you the simplified fraction right there. Okay, next one we're going to do is we're going to skip 12. I'm going to go ahead and do number 13. Number 13, actually let's do number 1. Let's go ahead and do number 1. Number 12 here. My absolute value is not by itself, so what I need to do is get rid of this negative 2 in front. To get rid of the negative 2, since it's multiplied, I divide by negative 2 and divide the other side by negative 2. Negatives cancel, 2's cancel, and I'm left with the absolute value of g plus 1 is equal to 5 over 2. And from there I can actually go ahead and split this. I can go ahead and split that. Absolute value of g plus 1 is equal to 5 over 2. So g plus 1 is equal to 5 over 2. And g plus 1 is equal to negative 5 over 2. And when I solve this, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So I get 3 over 2 here and negative 7 over 2. G equals that, G equals that. So 3 over 2 and negative 7 over 2. Sorry, not a lot of room. And then I'm going to do one more. I'm actually going to go ahead and do 14. I'm actually going to write on here 8. Absolute value of 3w minus 1 plus 2 equals 2. I have to get the absolute value by itself, so I have to get rid of the plus 2 and the 8. Plus 2 comes before the multiplied by 8. So subtract 2, subtract 2. That gets us 8 absolute value of 3w minus 1 equals 0. Then, since that's 0, things are a little bit different, but I'll still follow the steps. divide by 8, divide by 8. 8's cancel. Absolute value of 3w minus 1 equals 0 divided by 8 is 0. So I can only split this one way. So 3w minus 1 equals 0. Subtract, add 1 to both sides. 3w equals 1. Divide by 3. W equals 1/3. Box up that answer there.